think should, man, because I don't understand the judging. I just don't understand the judging. I don't see how one person could see the show. I mean, could see the fight as being one person won completely, another judge says another person won completely, and a whole another judge says that no person won.
Right, because one judge had it four rounds, 5 points Wilder. Mm-hmm. The other one had 5 points Fury, and then the last one had dead even.
Yeah, that don't seem like they were judging round by round. That seemed like they got together in a huddle and said,
afterwards.
Okay, what they say do? Okay, how can we make this? All right, who gonna pick Fury?
How much of that is Wilder saving himself though? Because I mean, I think we were all in agreement that Fury was winning the fight, right? But after Wilder knocks him down twice, can you really say, all right, he beat Wilder, even though he dropped him twice?
Well, they need to have. I disagree with the mandatory points. I mean, they really need to do something about that in boxing.
What you mean by that?
Okay, 10-9, right? If nobody gets knocked down, right?
Right.
You got to give the guy a 9.
Right.
I've seen fights where a guy didn't get knocked down, but it should be 10-0 for that guy. You know what I mean? You shouldn't be able to give the dude 9 points. All right? I've seen other fights where a cat got knocked down, and you probably could have made it a 10-10. He just got knocked down. I mean,
can you have a 10-10 round if you've been knocked down in it though? Can you honestly say you still won the round and he dropped you?
Have you ever seen people come back from it? I mean, catches get saved by the bell sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, you might.
You have to rate the round. Just because you get knocked down doesn't mean that you got to get, a 7?
Doesn't mean the whole round.
I mean, you might have had a better round. It could be a 10-9 round and you just failed. You got knocked down. I mean, it doesn't have to be mandatory 10-7 and a mandatory 10-9. Okay? I've seen Roy Jones fight guys, right? And they didn't get a punch in the round.
Wow, breaking news.
Breaking
news. The Packers just fired.
Adios, yo.
We were just discussing.
We were just talking before we came on air.
He didn't even make that plane ride.
Before we came on the air, we were just talking about the Packers, and Beyonce made the comment that they need to fire McCarthy. In breaking news, McCarthy has been fired. Do they play tonight?
They played already.
Oh, they played. So they've already lost.
Yeah, they already lost.
They lost to the state.
Like he literally did not make it home after the game.
Mike, you flying commercial.
Yeah, you're getting demoted, brother.
It's like, you remember that vacation you was talking about? You can go out here and take it now.
Wow.
You're not getting on the charter.
That's crazy.
It's well deserved though, I guess.
Is Green Bay a job? People still. Well, I guess as long as you got Aaron Rodgers. Right, as long as you got Aaron Rodgers, that's a job you want, right?
One of the most historic teams ever.
But defensively, they're bad.
But you have
not really
a quarterback. You have the quarterback. That's a great job.
But you know how they always said that Holmgren, when he got there and he was able to get Reggie White, because people didn't want to go to Green Bay. Let's face it, you got a bunch of black athletes, young black men. Green Bay, Wisconsin is not the place they want to be.
Not to mention it's frozen 10 months of the year.
The frozen tundra of Pablo.
Is it a viable job? Because is it a destination that free agents want to go?
Well, I mean, they still use USA currency. So I guess if you're a millionaire in LA, you're a millionaire in Wisconsin. If not, maybe more.
But if the
GM, it's not nearly as fun.
If the GM doesn't change, then they don't go for free agents like that. That's not what they do.
6 months a year though. Is it 6 months? They ain't there 4 months?
No, but you have to make a home. You have children and all that type of stuff, man. You're gonna be there. You're gonna live there.
Yeah, you play once a week.
It hadn't even gotten cold yet.
What?
Yeah, that's the sad part.
What, in Green Bay?
Yeah.
What you mean it hasn't gone below
cold.
0, or it hasn't gotten cold?
It hadn't even gotten cold.
It hadn't gotten as cold as it's gonna be.
Right.
And these games are almost already over. I mean, done with football. So
I can't even remember. Did Green Bay make the playoffs last year?
yes, we did.
Who'd they lose to? That's crazy. It's gotten so fast. I can't even remember, right?
Yeah, we just
McCarthy. So McCarthy.
Oh, we lost to Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
Lost to Atlanta. Yeah, on some revenge type deal.
third longest tenured coach.
Are we saying McCarthy's a good coach though? Because he does have a
Right.
Super Bowl.
He's been there
That he
13
does have.
years.
Now, granted, on his Super Bowl year, they were 9-7, but he does have a Super Bowl.
I mean, hey, it's a Super Bowl.
How many coaches in the league have Super Bowls?
About
Not
five.
everybody.
Not so. I mean, other than what? Belichick, Gruden. Who else?
To me, it just seems like it was
Tomlin
his
has a
time, man.
couple.
Tomlin has one.
Tomlin's got
Tomlin
one.
has one?
Tomlin has a
has
couple.
one. Yeah, he has one. And
Lamar
yet-
with the affirmative action. Gave Tomlin an extra one.
What you want? No, he's got a couple.
He
No, he
has
doesn't.
one.
He has one.
He has one.
Who coached the
Over Arizona. He has the 90 in 2008.
Okay.
Arizona, Larry Fitzgerald, 98-yard interception return
Right,
by
right,
what's it?
Musclehead.
Yeah, he has one.
Bicep head.
My man got the other one.
Who's that? Oh, Coward.
Coward, yeah.
Yeah, Coward's got the other one.
So you got Tomlin, you got McCarthy. Tomlin, McCarthy, Belichick. Nobody else in the league has one.
Nah, man, they don't.
So, I mean, does that not in itself buy him some more time?
He had 13 seasons
And one Super Bowl.
and one Super Bowl. He's had the greatest or second greatest quarterback
For
For-
half a season.
But wait.
6 years.
Let's be fair. Because they were definitely almost in the Super Bowls many of those 13 years.
Oh,
Almost
how about,
gets you
let's
fired.
take a pause here though. We'll talk about that later. We still gotta talk about the fight recap though.
Yeah, but I mean, we had breaking news.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we broke into McCarthy, man.
Well,
McCarthyism.
Yeah, that's not nearly
Don't
the
at me
same.
at it.
Yeah, it didn't work out for him here, but yeah, I mean, that changes everything. That just sort of threw us for a hell of a loop. We were just talking about that.
I mean, we
We
literally
should be
just
GMs.
said that.
Yeah, we should be GM.
Yeah, you can pay me. Yeah, I'll run.
I'll run Cleveland to the ground. Because
I mean,
they do
somebody
it.
else is
They
gonna
do it.
Everybody else is.
They've been
Speaking
doing
of-
it for like 30 years.
Yeah, since we transitioned in the NFL, though, speaking of Cleveland and the game against our hometown team.
Congratulations, Houston Texans.
Yeah, y'all said it was a trap game.
It was a
They
trap
could have looked
game.
past that
What
one,
makes
but
it
they
a trap
didn't.
game? It's the Cleveland Browns.
That's exactly what
And the
makes it a
Houston
trap game.
Texans could have easily
Coming
lost
up with
that
the
game.
Colts. The Colts had a trap game today. They looked past the
They did not score.
and did not score.
Next week is the game.
What game?
They got the Colts.
Not anymore.
The Texans
No,
got-
more. Then we could rest people.
Man, no. You gotta clinch the division, man. You gotta clinch the
Well,
division.
it's
We're
already
going for second
clinched.
place. We're going for home field advantage.
We could rest people.
It
We are ahead of the
definitely
Patriots.
make
Matter of fact, we need to rest our quarterback.
it would
Yeah.
definitely make a major difference to actually have New England come to Houston versus, although they probably don't get a home game.
Matter of fact, they should rest just the quarterback and have the
can't
whole
rest anybody.
and have
man.
the whole O line play quarterback.
You
And when they
cannot
get sacked,
rest- you're
they'll
only
know
nine
how
See how it
and
feels?
Yeah, they'll be like, yes, I need to step my game up.
Yeah, to see how it feels.
No, first off, you gotta win more than 10 games. They ain't never won more than 10 games in a season. Do that.
They're at what, 9 right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're 9 and what, 3?
You talking about
9
resting
and
people
3.
now?
We could still beat
Who?
the
Everybody,
Colts, the Jags.
Everybody in the division is off.
everybody in the division.
Yeah, but how many more games do we have against the division? We only have one left, the Colts.
We got one against the Colts. We played the Jazz.
We could play-
We
We
still gotta
play
play the
Philly.
Eagles?
We play Philly.
We could win with J.J. Watt at our quarterback
No,
Against
you're not.
Indianapolis.
You're talking
Okay, stop
blasphemy.
against Indianapolis.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm
that's not
sorry.
ridiculous. But I will tell you this: what I said in here in our remember our demo show we did over there on Les Beats, and who did I say was AFC Super Bowl contender? Y'all laughed at me.
Oh yeah, that's because we had the
Time out. The
president
Texans
and
are not a
McClain
Super
on
Bowl
that.
contender.
Well, the Chiefs are down a running back.
This is true.
Yeah, very
so
important.
the path is there.
But does that make the Chiefs worse than the Texans? You think what?
It
No,
makes the
but-
Chiefs worse,
They're more vulnerable.
much more vulnerable.
But are you saying that the Texans are better than the Chiefs simply because they lost a player?
Our
They're
game
just as
travels.
good.
Our game travels, bro. We
That
have
means they
defensive
become more
line.
one-dimensional. That's one person you don't have to think about.
We have a great defensive line. We've got a great quarterback. Got a great wide receiver. Game travels, man.
Do they? I mean, don't
It
get me
doesn't
wrong. We
matter.
got defensive players.
Because if
but
we
the
gotta go to
defensive-
Foxborough, it ain't traveling. Man.
Thank
I didn't say it
you.
travels well everywhere. It's gonna travel though.
We got defensive
So
players,
you
but
can
do,
build-
Look at it right there. Look.
but do we have the defensive scheme?
Yeah, see, like we could
Yeah,
jump
we
right
got
past the
defensive
Chiefs. The Chiefs
scheme.
gonna lose a couple more games.
We got defensive scheme. We could beat
The Chiefs won. They playing the Raiders. They should have won.
Yeah, man, the Raiders are. They're trying to get that high.
Yeah,
draft
it's
pick.
40-30 with 40 seconds left. Raiders
It's
got the
40
ball.
to 30.
Yeah, the Raiders got the ball though. And see, with
Get
40
this
seconds
held
left.
out and outside like
What's it gonna do? A 10-point play?
I mean, you know, as they say, stranger things have happened, but nah. But the Chiefs
Yes,
will
yes.
probably lose again, and then I mean the Texans. will be
They gotta
right
play
there.
Denver again.
Let me see.
No,
the Chiefs
they're
schedule.
done with Denver. In fact, I think they're done with their division.
And they've lost
Almost
to
everybody's done with their
They've
division.
lost to Denver, right?
They did lose to Denver once.
The Chiefs got the Chargers. Well, hold on. They got the Ravens next week.
No, that's the Ravens. Or the
Uh-huh.
Ravens.
They got the Ravens at home next
Okay.
week. They got the Chargers at home week after that on Thursday night.
That's two hard
the
games
13th.
right there.
That might be a loss.
Yeah, they got the Seahawks on the 23rd.
That might be a
Wait,
loss.
where
And
is
then
that?
they
No,
close with
where
the
is that
Where
game?
is it?
In
In
Seattle.
Seattle? Oh,
It's
that's
in
an
Seattle.
L.
Yeah, the Seahawks gonna shoot their
That's
way to
an
win
L.
there.
Shout out, got my Seahawks on the
Yeah,
I'm not a Seahawks
cheaters,
fan.
bunch of
but
cheaters.
I
Yeah,
always
they're
like
a
the
bunch
colors.
of cheaters.
Who's a bunch of cheaters?
The Seahawks,
Why?
because they cheat.
In what way?
The
I know
referees.
you're not talking about something 6 years ago.
No, I'm talking about Monday night 2 weeks ago
How did
when they
you-
did not. Those two passes were incomplete.
What are you
Okay,
talking
He
Wait,
was talking
hold
about
on.
the Packers game, right?
Yes,
The
Yeah,
referees
stop
and
it.
the Seahawks are two totally different entities.
and they worked
You
as
can have-
one somehow.
You can have a bad referee and still not say they're cheating.
Right, and then a bad referee may not necessarily cost you the game, because even though
They've
you might
cost
have
us the game every time.
Oh, come on.
Cost
Come
us.
on.
Call's gonna be bad on both sides.
Nah,
So-
they ain't never not that bad.
Well,
Not that
well,
bad.
no, they will be bad on
Yeah,
both sides.
if
Now,
you're talking
I
about
can't
bad
say
ref-
evenly.
If you're talking about
Not
bad
that
rep.
bad.
All right, the Raiders kicked the field goal. We got 30
There
seconds.
you go,
Oh,
onside
that's
kick.
30 second left in the game.
Chicago, Chicago did that.
Stop it.
Chicago did that and almost won their game. Kicked the field goal,
What's
got
up,
the
Slow? I
onside.
see you out there.
Hamad with us too on Instagram.
What's up,
What's up,
Mod?
Ahmad, baby?
With an H.
Mod's our R&B insider.
Wichita
He's our
Block,
R&B
baby.
He's our
Wichita.
R&B correspondent.
Know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, but okay, so we were talking
Hey,
about
Mod
the
should
Chiefs.
have a show up here called Nice and Slow.
Nah, yeah, I know.
Hey,
It's a quiet
hey,
storm
say,
for real.
not too much on my homie. 'cause
I'm
that
not.
boy-
I'm just saying.
Hey,
he should have
that
a
boy
show.
been R&B.
Dude, that boy has not gone. He has not gone to an R&B show this year.
I know, he could really be a
He's been to
correspondent.
like every one. Hey, y'all should check out his IG lives and stuff. His stories, man. When there's a concert out, that boy is there
Hey,
for real.
hey,
All right, so back where we were. I'm sorry.
hey, I mean,
Yeah, we can shout out the homie, but yeah. Hamad say true.
What the kids say, facts. Big facts.
Hamad say true. But yeah, man. So we're talking about the Chiefs, so I guess this leads in.
So, I got a
oh, wait,
question.
wait. We gonna go into the Chiefs. But,
Okay.
So who's next in line for Green Bay's job?
Oh God.
Who fits Green Bay? Who fits the Green Bay job? What does Green Bay need? We know they got
What's the
that
coach in
bad
Oklahoma?
man.
Tony Dungy.
We got that bad
coach in
Tony
Oklahoma.
Dungy. You think he wants?
Riley, what's his
I don't
name?
think he wants it. I think he would be great at it.
What's the
Who?
coach from Oklahoma?
Lou.
Oh,
The coach from Oklahoma.
Yes.
Yeah.
You
Lou
think he's
Brown.
gonna leave Oklahoma to go take the Green Bay job
Yes.
and put that unnecessary pressure
A
on
little
him?
bit of a buzz saying that he is gone
It's-
now. There's a
What
little bit of
pressure
buzz
is it?
saying
We're
he's
not giving you
gone.
about 30 minutes.
When I'm a guard at Oklahoma, I'm gonna leave Oklahoma to go to Green Bay.
The city of gods.
The city of what go?
How many NFL jobs you think are better than Green Bay?
I would
No.
say
Don't
Green
get
Bay
it
is
twisted.
always a good.
Like
Green
that
Bay is a good
that
job.
Is elite.
Who is going to be the right fit for Green Bay?
I just told you.
Whoever keeps Rodgers there.
Well, Rodgers ain't going nowhere.
You're right.
No,
he's just
And then how
not.
many more years do you have out of Rodgers? Aren't you supposed to start thinking a
I'd
little
say
bit
about
ahead
3.
now?
How old is Tom Brady?
And Tom
Rodgers,
Brady.
come on now.
Let's look at his stats in this game.
Stop it. Rodgers and Brady.
The game
And
he
even
just
though
won.
even though Tom Brady
won. The team won.
Look at the stats. He won the game, bro.
The team won that game.
even though Tom Brady is still doing it at 41.
Matter of fact, what's his name? There you go. Number 8 won the game for them.
He only has, he only got what, maybe 2 more 3 seasons in him?
Who's that?
Tom Brady, and 3 is
No,
a
he
stretch.
has-
3 is
He
a
has
stretch.
1.
Yeah, I agree.
He
I
has
think
maybe
3
next
is a
year.
major stretch. 3
Next
is a
year, if he
stretch.
doesn't get creamed during the playoffs this year.
I don't know, man. I don't know. So y'all got the Chiefs not gonna lose the Chiefs not gonna lose the division, are they?
No,
No,
they're too far
I
ahead.
mean, they're already 10-2.
I don't know. We
They can
said
go
3
3
L's.
seed.
We gave them 3 L's,
They can
right?
go
We
3
said
seed.
we said Seattle's an L. We said
No,
the
y'all said
Chargers
that.
might be an L.
Seattle will not be able to score with them. Still, without Kareem Hunt, they were barely using Kareem Hunt as is.
What Chiefs you watching?
The ones that they throw deep to Kelsey and the one to Tyron Hill.
So
No. Well, at all, I mean,
They barely go to Kareem Hunt.
nah, but you
they
need
scored
that
40
running
points
back.
today.
Yeah, they still did.
And Kareem Hunt was not
Yeah,
there.
but they were playing the Raiders. Like, stop.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, that really is of no consequence. You can't really gauge what they did. What you can gauge is how bad they are defensively.
You think they horrible defense? Because every now and
Not
then they'll
going
pull out a
against-
stop.
Hey, not going against the Texans.
54
they're
to
not.
51 and all
But
that.
then
other
that's against another outstanding offense.
Not going against the Texans.
And
they're
if you
not.
really remember watching that game, how many times did penalties give the ball back to the offense? Like defense was making plays, but how many times were they giving back the ball? On both sides. How many times were both teams giving back the ball? That's why we had over 100 points scored. Like the NFL don't even want you playing defense anymore. How many times did we watch the game when a defense makes a stop and they give the ball back to the offense?
But we just watched the game where the greatest show on turf was held to what? 129 total yards? 200 total yards with New Orleans and Dallas. So they let you play defense. They just don't want you to kill anybody out there.
No.
Oh, God. But see, yeah, well.
That has nothing to do with it.
Nothing to do with what?
Because how many times do we see the ball being given back? And it has nothing to do with a hit. It has to do with defensive holding, automatic first down,
Hey, that's
5-yard penalty, automatic first down,
That's that Seattle
pass
offense
interference.
right there.
That's why, like everybody keeps saying the ratings were going down because of the protest. I honestly think it was going down because the quality of the product has gotten
Well, I'll tell you.
horrible.
That's that Seattle offense.
You throw the ball down the field as far as you can, you get a penalty, okay, now we score.
That's
We
that
either
Seattle
score or we
offense
kick a
for real.
field goal. I haven't seen any action, and then you kicking the ball back off and the team does the exact same thing. Like, how bad is that? That's horrible.
I enjoy the.
Well, no, see, that's what they wanted. Anyway, they want the casual fan. That's what keeps the casual fan in there. That's why you can't play defense.
Right, I mean, I understand
See.
scoring keeps.
So much of defense is intimidation. And
Yeah.
you're not allowed to intimidate.
Yeah, you're not
people.
allowed to do anything now.
Okay? I mean,
Hit
that's why
somebody
any dude,
coming over the middle.
Yeah, any dude that ran track.
There's something
nowadays
called
can
a
play receiver.
defensive. What is it? Defenseless receiver.
Yeah, defensive.
Did you see
receiver.
the one they called today on Julio Jones, the dude who hit Julio Jones? Like, really? And this is why I'm saying, to the point where Julio hadn't even hit the ground yet, and he was already like, he hit me in the head. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, I know.
Stop it. Is that that's what we doing? And don't get me wrong, safety is very important. Because ain't nothing worse than seeing an old football player that can't stand up, can't walk, can't count to 3, can't do none of that stuff. But come on. Come on, man. They gotta still play football.
Yeah.
They gotta still play football.
Yeah. Well, I think that they completely killed a lot of it. Any dude that can run track now can be a wide receiver. part of being a wide receiver was being defenseless, taking that hit and making that catch.
Absolutely. Jerry
You don't
Rice.
need to do that anymore.
Jerry Rice became the greatest of all time because
Anybody.
he would come up the middle.
Anybody.
Not only would he catch it, but he would outrun you on the inside slant, and he would turn a 6-yard slant into an 80-yard touchdown.
Yeah, exactly. He ran that slant to perfection. A lot of guys won't. They run it now. Anybody can. It doesn't take anything to be a receiver.
Well, right, you're right. Now anybody can. You're right because you know ain't nobody gonna be there.
Mm-hmm.
Ronnie Lott is not sitting there waiting on you.
He might be there, but he can't touch it.
Steve Atwater's not. Steve Atwater's not waiting on you.
Okay, because all right, like you play in the Texans game, the catch homeboy made, it was a beautiful where they should have got the touchback. All right.
Oh, when he fumbles the
Right,
ball.
when he fumbled the ball. Now that's a catch where a guy would have thought twice about making that catch.
If Chuck
20 years
Cecil was
ago.
coming over the middle.
Exactly, because your head would have been taken off. So you can jump up there, jump
Bubba
all willy
McDowell was coming
leave
up
all
there.
your ribs exposed.
One-handed.
You can come into a headshot. It doesn't matter because nobody can hit you anyway.
I mean, I don't necessarily have a problem with that. The part I have a problem is
I
you
don't
penalize a defense for playing defense.
Yeah.
I ain't talking about the hitting. I get that because you gotta definitely do something about the game. Number one, because they're way bigger and they are way faster. If you allow these gigantic dudes to play at the rules that Jack Tatum and Mel Blount and them used to play at, that somebody's going to die. Somebody's going to die on the field. So I definitely get that.
They soldiers though.
I just don't understand that you getting the ball back every 2 plays because somebody held you 6 yards downfield.
Yeah. Yeah, but you've been, well, yeah. But you've always had that 5-yard chuck rule.
No, remember they started that with the Patriots.
No, they had that.
With
even
Ty
back
Law
in
and
the
them
day.
boys.
It's only in college football where you can, and high school where you can touch the guy all the way down the field. It's just that the ball's in the air. So, yeah. But I think anybody can play wide receiver, especially with those gloves they wear too. That's why you see all those one-handed catches. I want you to, anybody listening, go to Academy and go to the sports apparel section.
Right.
Get the football gloves they got.
And see how everything
and
just sticks.
Just feel the underhand. It's worse than stick 'em now. Okay?
Right.
That's why you see all these one-handed catches. These dudes ain't that great. You know? Chris Carter played with no gloves. A lot of people played with no gloves. So, yeah, that's why you see all these one-handed catches. Go touch a pair of them gloves. We was wearing batting gloves, really. They were glorified batting gloves.
Yeah.
And,
snaps.
They sure with no lineman gloves or nothing like that.
nah, but I remember playing at a time when you you wear those gloves, and as soon as it started raining, you gotta take those guns off.
Oh yeah, when it got cold,
When-
you had to take
yeah,
them off.
you gotta take them off.
They wouldn't even keep you warm.
They got slick. So
They wouldn't even keep you warm.
it's a completely different. The equipment helps these.
Oh, Texans on Friday night in America. With football night in America, Texans on it. You're listening to the Garage Apartment. Check us out every Sunday night, 6 to 7. Follow us on Twitter, IG, Facebook. Subscribe on YouTube.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Please do. Please do. We're live on YouTube.
Yes, sir. And Mans.
At the Garage
And
Apartment.
Mans.
So, okay, so we're gonna get into Kareem Hunt any chance?
Yeah, we're going to get the Korean Hunt. Also, we working on getting the phone lines on.
Yes.
So hopefully next week y'all will be able to call us in, hey, ask us some questions, give us some comments, give us some criticism, yeah, cuss us out, tell us whatever, how smart we are, how stupid we are. And hey, we appreciate that. We appreciate it all. Kareem Hunt.
Oh, yes. Kareem Hunt.
Kareem Hunt. First thing, Chiefs still scored 40 points. Do they need him?
That's the first thing.
Yeah, they need him.
Yeah, do they need him?
Yes,
They do not need him.
They will need him.
They will need him.
Yes.
When?
They will.
When they
playoffs.
face who? When they face who?
When they face the first playoff team.
I disagree. I don't think they'll need him at all.
You need a running back, bro.
You say
Spencer
they're
Ware is
losing,
capable.
so they're losing their first playoff game?
Yep.
Because of Kareem Hunt.
Yes. You have to establish the run. No matter playoffs, you have to establish the run. It's a whole different season. None of that flying, that running gun. It may not work that day, so you gonna have to lean on somebody you know that's really going. And he used to do it. Now that who is their backup?
Spencer Ware.
Spencer Ware. Don't act like you don't know.
Went off with Jamal Charles a couple years ago.
You know what I'm talking about?
Hey, they all probably went off on the Texans.
What?
No, I'm not talking. He came
Texans,
in
the
for
Texans
hurt
started the
Jamal
game.
Charles.
Last time we played, the first time we played KC, they just kicked the ball off, and we was already down 7. So I mean,
They have
they're
no
gonna
need
need
for
them. They will need them. That cold weather, that no-fly zone is gonna be very short and different in the playoffs.
They struggled in the first half. How much of that is because Kareem Hunt is gone, and how much of that is because of the late release of him?
I mean,
Yeah, that happened at
Yeah,
game
it
plan
happened on
was
what,
already
Friday?
made,
It
and,
happened on a Friday?
Game plan had been made. They said he featured in practice and then went after practice had to go to the offices and never came back.
it's like we need your playbook.
Yeah, I'm bringing the playbook
Just like he
and your key.
Like it was on Hard Knocks and whatnot.
So he says he know he was wrong.
Yeah, naturally.
He said that
I would hope he know he was wrong.
they said they released him because he was dishonest.
He lied to
He
him.
lied to them about what actually occurred.
It's like, you said that girl was black.
How much of
That's what he said. That's what they said. He's like, hold on, man. You can't be pushing them girls like that. It's egregious what you did.
Now,
how much of it is how much do we believe, first off, that they didn't know anything about the videotape, so once they became aware of it, now they're forced to make a hand. I mean, they responded the way they did. Or how much of it is, oh Lord, everybody has seen it now.
Yeah,
Because this
They
is eerily similar to the Ray Rice situation.
Yeah.
from what I read, the NFL knew about it and knew the tape was out there,
But they didn't know what was on it.
They didn't know what was on it. They could not get it.
Yeah.
They had not been able to get the tape.
Because it was a
So
hotel security.
Yeah.
It's
So-
a little bit more difficult to get that.
So how does TMZ have better access and better investigators than the NFL?
certain
Because
people
TMZ can
pay
offer
for
you
things.
$50,000
Yeah.
today.
The NFL
Right,
can't pay for
the
things.
cash
Why the
money.
NFL can't?
That was the Ray
Huh?
Rice problem.
Why can't the NFL offer
They
that?
can, but it's probably not.
You got paperwork to go
Yeah,
through.
it's probably.
Well, that's a drop in the
unethical.
bucket.
They
Yeah,
can
it would be,
Yeah,
but it's
it
probably
might be, but
unethical.
you
pay
gotta-
the FBI to do
You
that.
gotta pay people to pay people to pay people.
Well, no, because they're not looking to charge them with anything. They just trying to investigate an incident. That's nothing different than human resources or internal affairs at a job trying to find out about an incident, right?
Yes, but
But they
Yeah,
can't
it's
go.
the
NFL
same
ain't
thing,
trying to
but
pay
your job
nobody,
ain't
man.
paying the security guard to give the tape that he.
And he
Oh,
won't
you
pay
saying
them what
that's how
the
they got
other
the
guy
tape?
would.
They
yeah,
did it.
man.
They did it on some under the
Somebody
table
got
deals.
paid for
Yeah,
TMZ
somebody
to
got
get it.
cash.
TMZ comes and offers you $50,000. You got access to that tape. You get
Somebody,
that tape.
hey, somebody got moused. What do you say? Straight cash, homie.
Straight cash, homie.
Hey,
Straight cash,
hey,
homie.
Yeah, but
that's all you gotta offer somebody. Straight cash.
it's pretty rough. But I mean, do you think he's going to be indefinitely suspended like Ray
Yeah.
Rice?
Meaning, is his career over?
Yeah, indefinitely
I
suspended.
honestly think
It's
it.
expired.
I think it is.
Yeah, that's
Man,
I
I told
think it
you.
is because think
That
about
second woman
everybody other than this craziness with Reuben Foster.
yeah.
Everybody who has had a domestic violence incident
Yeah, since
is
Ray
out
Rice.
of the league since
But I
Ray
mean,
Rice.
you know, in Kareem Hunt's defense,
That's on
he could
video.
have kicked her a lot harder.
But
He could have.
He's 23 years
this is
old.
not we laughing with you, right? Because he kicked her, but it wasn't with the intent to hurt
No,
her.
it was
It was
not.
more like pushing her down, like shut up,
Yeah, he could have kicked her a lot harder. Like,
shut up.
yeah, like when I saw the kick, I was like, whatever.
Is your last name Zendejas?
But no,
He could've kicked her
You
a lot
ain't kicking nobody.
he has no business though.
I would rather you go heads up on her than
He
try to
has
kick
no
her.
business, and I don't want folks
Because
to
at
think
least you could be like, say, I was trying to get out the situation. Like,
No, he can't say that.
Not
Not
at
looking
all.
at the
That's
tape.
what came back.
no, I'm saying not, but yes, not
There was
kicking
no
Well,
her.
no, she did slap him. And I was the crazy part. I was reading the article and they was like, she slapped at him. I was like, nah, there y'all go. She slapped at him. She slapped him.
But he kept coming back. But
But
they,
then again-
they removed him from the situation a couple of times.
Yeah, his
and
friend-
he
that
kept
man-
His
coming
friends
pushed-
didn't
back.
take care of him.
That man
And,
pushed his homeboy.
I mean,
who
knocked
pushed-
him up.
Who
Pushed
pushed
him.
another girl.
Dude was
Dude.
dazed.
Dude.
Dude was on the ground like he had been under the pile of
Like
a
it-
fumble.
Like his name was Fury.
Bro.
But look, I don't want nobody to think we laughing and we taking it lightly.
I
No,
don't take it lightly at all,
no,
man.
that's
We-
not
I
good.
think we
That's
all in
not-
agreement
not
that-
good.
I'm taking it to look like.
There
Alright.
must be.
Did he
Must
not?
be.
Did he not listen to the Joe Mixon year?
That's what. That's my point. Like, do you not have references on how this is gonna play out? Nowhere in your mind did your antennas go off
Yeah.
and say,
Where
"Hello,
was
self,"
your antenna?
and self say, "Huh?
Yeah, but that's what
You
Larry
need to
Johnson
chill."
said. That's what Larry Johnson said. I read Larry Johnson saying that he was very disappointed. in
Yeah,
what he
very
learned from
disappointed.
him and all the mistakes that he made.
Absolutely." Larry Johnson went from being the leading rusher to 2 years out of the league.
Yeah, but see, it wasn't a lot of video around back then, so he was able to come back. It's the video that makes it worse, because really, it's the video that made the Ray Rice thing worse.
Right, but that's what I'm saying.
Just the optics, just the image of it.
That was way worse than the Hunt thing.
That was
Well,
way worse than the Hunt thing, but the craziest part is he still had even more references than that. There was no video of Greg Hardy, but he's out the league. There was no video of what was the other dude in San Francisco, not Ruben Foster,
Yeah, I
but the
know
other
that,
one.
Crazy drunk man.
There was no video of him, but he's out the league. Like surely you know that.
Yeah. But see, Ray Rice, I even give him
Hey,
a little bit more.
how old
credit.
is Kareem Hunt?
23.
23.
23 with how much money? At least 30 million.
30
No,
million.
not
No,
on
that's
his
what
rookie
I'm saying.
contract. Not on his rookie
Nah,
contract.
that boy, 5 minutes from
He-
pro.
He might
1.6.
get, I was gonna say he might be getting $350,000 a game. Maybe.
Okay.
A game, not a game.
Maybe.
Either
On his
or.
rookie
That's a rookie
contract.
contract.
That's what I'm saying.
He probably not making
Either
$1 million
or.
a year.
Either
Nah, he got a
or.
million. They say he got 1.6 last year.
That was for the whole season.
Yeah,
That's
Last year,
100,000 a game.
1.6 last year for the whole season.
That's 100,000 a game. Yeah, he in
That's
trouble.
what
I
I'm
mean,
saying.
but he in Kansas City too, so that's like 100 million though.
No, it really isn't.
It is. All you gotta do is eat.
A lot of barbecue.
Yes, that's all you
A
gotta
lot of
do is
barbecue.
You see all those
Barbecue
guys
sauce.
he had with him? At the
Exactly.
hotel.
Man,
So
I'm
he's
like,
paying for them too. Nobody mentioned them being
Only
NFL
guaranteed
players.
770,000.
that's what I'm telling you. That dude ain't getting no money, man.
And now
But,
their
okay,
contract is voided.
He's very young.
Third
He's
round
good.
pick, Toledo.
He's very young. He's good. Nobody's taking a chance on him. Are they staying away with him? I mean, staying away
I
from
mean,
him.
it just happened.
He's gonna
Yeah.
play again. I think he's gonna play
He's
again.
got to.
First.
He's 23.
Yeah, 23
He's gonna have
is
to
too
be
long.
real
He's gonna
humble.
play again. Yeah, if he
Yeah.
acts right.
He's gonna go to Dallas.
Gotta
See,
go
that
to
was how
big
they were
route.
able. That's
Gotta
how
go
they
to
were
big
able to
route.
justify not signing Ray Rice. They were trying to say, "Oh well, he's reached that age where running backs are."
Are cuttable.
Well,
If they honestly thought he was good enough,
it's the point where running backs decline and the amount of money you got to pay a veteran
Right.
is so high that
Exactly.
it just made more sense for nobody to sign him.
but Adrian Peterson was able to survive.
Yeah, Adrian
That's
Peterson.
another
Man,
big deal,
so
man.
you-
Nothing.
And there was no video. It was,
But they were pictures.
yeah, but it was.
Go heads up with Adrian Peterson, see what happens.
That was half and half.
Yeah,
First
but-
off,
but-
I'm not going heads up with
A lot of-
anybody.
a lot of
That's
people
why
didn't
we
feel
are
Adrian
playing-
Peterson did
that's
anything
why
wrong.
A
Adrian
lot of
Peterson.
people did not feel Adrian Peterson did anything wrong.
Like, there's not too
I
many
was
people
gonna say,
saying
I don't
domestic
know.
violence is
People.
okay.
Mm-hmm. He hit
It
his
was
kid
like,
with a switch.
Y'all don't remember the outrage?
Oh, I remember it.
I remember the outrage on a lot of things.
Distinctly, but number one, that happened in Houston, well, in Texas, right?
That happened in Conroe.
So there is a clause in there
Montgomery
where you
County.
are allowed to have a certain amount of corporal punishment on your child, as long as you don't hit him in the face and stuff like that. You're good. You hit him with a switch in your hand.
Switch.
Well, actually,
You're
it's
good.
supposed to be your hand on their bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me, I remember.
That's what
Yeah,
a lot
I used to work with
old
them, so I know.
But it depends.
Old
Yeah.
to be.
But it depends on who your prosecutor is, all that stuff. So, yeah, AP got the benefit of the doubt because it was his child. Actually, with Ray Rice, you know,
That was so bad, bro.
I heard
was
there
bad.
That
another-
was so bad,
it
bro.
was bad, but I give him more credit. It's gonna sound bad than Kareem Hunt because Now, bear with me, all right?
Yeah.
That was his wife. And your wife knows how to push buttons. If it's a wife or a girlfriend, somebody, you know, I can understand them more. Kareem, why don't you just turn around and walk away from this pole?
But see, right,
So
because
you're
I would
talking to some
say,
stranger.
she ain't nothing but a dot dot,
She
right?
ain't
But
nothing.
anyway,
Why are you so mad at her? You gotta hit her or push her, shove her. And he really shoved his own
Yeah,
way into
pushed
her. That's
him.
what he did.
But he
Yeah.
definitely
But
kicked.
he's the
He could have
steroid.
kicked her so much harder.
He's
But
the
then
steroid
again,
football
it goes-
player that takes car accidents every play.
Go back to, I mean, it still goes back to the point. Provocation is not justification.
No, it's
man.
not. It's
It's
not. You have to be careful.
justification. And we have to, and even though they might be 10 off on us, we have to have that extra level of restraint, number
Yeah, you
one, because we are physically superior. And I ain't trying to sound misogynistic or sound like a chauvinist, but we are physically superior.
Yeah.
So the moment we do decide, especially being enraged, being angry, that we are going to strike a woman, that is not
Nah,
going
To
to
end
go.
well.
you can't. He messed his whole deal up, poor guy.
And not
And
to
was
mention,
about to
you know,
get
being,
paid, though.
not to mention being a male, we kind of got a responsibility to protect women, even the thoughts.
And protect them from themselves.
Thoughts need love too.
And well, for
Thoughts, lies matter.
protect people from
These
themselves.
thoughts lies
Thoughts
don't.
lies.
Hashtag thought lies matter too. God dog it.
Hey,
Yeah, 'cause-
they do. They keep.
T-shirt.
Hey, they keep this world together.
Right, because that's the story, right? She didn't want to smash the homie, right?
That's her
That's
story.
her story.
Her story was she didn't want to smash the homie, so they put her. Well, no, that's theirs. No, I can't
That's
remember.
her story.
That's her story.
His
She didn't want to
story
smash the homie,
is
so
that-
they put her out.
His story is that she was just belligerent and racist.
No,
and,
yeah, his story is yes, and she
Cursing.
assaulted one of his
yeah,
female
was
friends,
fighting other people.
so they put her out.
Yeah.
But supposedly one of the homies still gave her $20 to catch a cab home.
Yeah, that
After he
wasn't enough.
snatched the phone.
But she refused to leave, and she was beating on the door and making all kind of noise.
Yeah, well, the
and
homie's
then-
got to be smart. The homie's got to give her $2,000.
Or hotel security.
$2,000.
Kareem Hunt.
Kareem Hunt don't even got
He wish he would
$2,000.
have given it up now.
He did.
We just said what he gets paid per game.
Yeah, he would have had it. He wish
Which
he would
lets
have
us
given
know
it
he
now.
had it.
Not in February.
He wish he would have given it
Look, the
now.
season over with. It's February.
That
Yeah.
is true. They don't get paid during the off season.
But see, the cops showed up and the cops didn't arrest anybody.
This is true, but that's because they told a completely different story.
Yeah, but the cops had access. Well, they probably didn't have
access
the video.
to. They probably
The
could have
media.
gotten it though.
Well, yeah, but you got to go through a whole process. and
Man, the cops was
records and all
like,
that.
"Ain't you Kareem Hunt?"
You think that's what they
Yeah.
did?
He's like, "Man, nah, man, we need you to play tomorrow, man."
No, that was in
This
Cleveland.
is in February.
He's from
Cleveland.
Cleveland. He's from Cleveland.
In Cleveland
Oh, yeah,
in
because he went to
February.
Toledo.
He's
You're right.
from
Yeah.
Cleveland. They was like, "Man, we need you to play for our squad, man."
Nah, man, that's crazy.
So like I said, 23. He's gonna play again. He's got to play again at some point in time. But he does need to show some sort of contrition for what he's done.
Oh, he didn't have to show a lot of that.
Yeah, and he will be suspended. He'll
cry.
have to go through that
Yeah,
whole
he's
program.
gonna have to-
He gonna talk about it.
They
I
gonna
saw
put
my
him
mama
through
get hit.
It can't be in
I saw my
our
baby get hit.
I was gonna say his
It was so
consultant.
hard.
His consultant gonna have to be like Mike Vick, man.
Yeah,
He's gonna
he's
be
gotta
on
take the
the
Vic
Mike
tour.
Vick tour.
It can't be inauthentic though. It cannot.
Inauthentic.
No. He's
It,
gonna have to
it's
take
got to
acting
be. It
class.
cannot be disingenuous.
It's
It's got
gotta
to
be.
be like. But then again, Joe Mixon is in the league.
Man.
That chick was tripping on
that.
that.
Was
And he took his year.
I was gonna say,
He
he
did.
did
He
his
did
time
take
though.
his
He
year.
took
took
his
his
year.
part.
He did take his
Oh,
And he is cold.
But that chick was wilding out.
He
with
didn't
Joe
want to get
Mixon.
in there.
Bro, did you see him not want to get that outside kick?
Provocation is not justification,
Look here,
man.
I'm a daddy of a daughter, and
Exactly.
I'm teaching her. Look here, if some fool is done talking, just walk away. Talk. about it.
Absolutely. No, you should teach her that because I do. Hey, I feel the same way. Even though being provoked is not justified, that don't mean provoke him.
Yeah, I know. And you might get him arrested because your
Yeah.
jaw's still broke.
Like,
Don't think he won't hit you.
Your jaw's
Please
still
don't.
broke.
Just try
You don't want to walk around. You don't want to make it through the wire part two. So, at the end of the day, just I think we need to do a better job of teaching all young people conflict resolution.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
But
too emotional,
you know,
entirely.
that should be a subject in school.
It
Conflict
should.
resolution.
It
But
should.
they're getting rid of all the counselors, and that's
Well,
the people who
technically,
need to help with
isn't
that.
that what social studies is supposed to be?
No, social studies.
No.
No, that's what social
It's
skills
literally
is.
is conflict resolution not social?
Yeah, it is, but social studies is
Hey,
Francis over
look,
here.
look.
That's history.
I was gonna say
That's
that.
not his,
Oh, that's geography. You're right. That's
But,
geography.
but
That's
when you take
geography.
social studies, that
I was gonna say,
it's all
social
connected to
studies.
each other.
History and
Social studies conflict is there was World War II.
Yeah.
That's a social
But
Actually,
studies
can't,
social
but
conflict.
can't that
studies-
be can't that be all be avoided if conflict resolution is being taught?
Nah, that man shot that man in front of everybody. You get that round back, bro. That's like, hey, MAGA. Make America great again. We
That's
bully.
where we were.
America great again.
We
Make
bully.
America great again.
That's what we
Make
about.
America great again.
Alright, so we're gonna touch up on some NBA.
Yeah, let's talk about NBA.
I mean, I'd rather do college
Man,
football. Let's just-
what is the Rockets gonna do?
What is the Rockets going to do?
Yeah, I know.
That's about how bad they are. What are the Rockets?
Okay. Also, language arts is very important.
Oh my gosh.
Because what is the Rockets going to do?
Hey, that
And I'm
is.
very disappointed in my co-host.
I'm not.
in that sentence.
Not only that,
But God bless you.
they need to know that you cannot write a paper the same way you send out a text.
Well,
Please don't say I cannot see with the letter C.
well, my very educated co-host. just
LOL.
said,
What is the Rockets gonna do? He did say that. The sad part is he and I bear the same name.
What is we gonna do? What is we gonna do?
However, I love him dearly.
Yeah, I know it.
I
As
know
do
it.
I, but I'm just saying.
What is
The
we
son of
gonna
an
do?
educator.
What
The
he say?
grandson of an educator.
The son of an English specialist. The son of an English specialist. Shout out to Mama. Hey, Mama.
Yeah.
Love you, boo.
I love Miss Hand.
You know what I mean? What is we gonna do? We first off, we's gonna get you into some adult classes.
We's
I
going
don't
to
think
the
that
north.
was classes.
We's going to the north.
Ah, Rockets though. Rockets.
Rockets 11 and 11.
11 and
Hey,
11.
hey,
in the ninth
at
spot.
least say 500. They're gonna have a nice little.
They gonna end up being 500
How far
all year.
back,
Didn't we
though?
see this already?
Nah.
They can't. They better not be 500.
Nah.
Remember when they went
It's
41 and
top
41 with Dwight Howard? Did we not see this already?
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
that was a
Hey,
bad season.
You want to
You
talk
want to talk about Mr. White?
Do we want to go there yet?
Talk about Mr. White?
Hey.
He
Man,
had
Okay,
surgery,
so,
by the way.
hey,
He did
that
have
boy
surgery
Money Mike-
and is out for several months. That is
That boy
confirmed.
Money
For a
Mike said-
buttocks
For his
injury.
His gluteus.
How can it get worse that this
Hey.
comes out when you got a butt injury?
That boy Money Mike say, "You ever seen a pit bull and a chihuahua?"
What's he say on that commercial? You ever seen a mule kick? What's it?
A double mule
Double
kick.
No,
Like,
but
dude, who is gonna
hey, look,
who's
the
gonna deal with that tall ass, broad shouldered man?
bro,
So-
the details on Dwight Howard are even worse if you read it.
They are.
I hate I read it because
There,
Dwight
yes.
Howard is the first player to I've ever heard of that pitched and caught. That's what the person alleged. The person alleged
I would
that
say you think it's true?
I mean,
I think it's true.
Because supposedly, according to the source, I mean, you know, the source has done things like this before, and,
Look,
things
look.
have been disproven.
if the source called you on the phone, what would you say? No, what? Who? I don't know.
He
You
never
Like,
denied
You wouldn't be
his
sitting on there just talking
situation.
to him. They
New
know each
phone.
other.
Oh,
Who this?
so it's recordings of them
Oh,
talking?
Oh, they're out
Oh,
there.
man.
I'm gonna be honest
yeah.
with you. I stayed so far away from this.
I
That
know.
man
I
said-
know.
Probably would be best.
Dwight.
Probably.
That man say Dwight or woman. I don't know what day he want to be called right now. So he was like, Dwight, you be going to sex parties
Yeah.
and going raw in them. I was like,
Oh,
whoa,
God.
Dwight, what is really
He
going
said
on?
that on the recording?
Yes.
Yeah, and
It's a
Dwight
phone
didn't say, "What you
conversation.
talking about? Who is this?"
It's just this too. And
He was just like,
oh,
You never once said that.
man, this is what we're doing now.
nor he
Oh,
didn't.
man.
Nor did he hang up.
Yeah, I know.
It's
I
still
know.
out there for those that are wondering. You
Yeah,
can check
I mean,
it out.
it's gonna be out there. I think it's dirty. I mean, for the person to come out, but at the same time,
It's just ironic that he now has.
look, when you're hiding things,
Gluteal surgery.
if you're a heterosexual man and you're married and you're hiding an extra woman, if you're hiding a whole lifestyle, you got to pay the cost to be the boss. And
Charlamagne brought up a good point, though. He was like, so, you know, those who are from the LBG, I don't know all the letters, LBG,
LBGT.
S
Q,
Q
Q,
T R G
Hey,
W X Y Z.
WX, That's insensitive.
That
Stop
is very. It's
How is it
LGBTQ.
it. Stop it.
It's
How is it
LGBTQ.
insensitive?
Y'all will not
No,
act
I'm not.
this way.
I'm not. It's
It's a bunch of-
LGBTQ.
Nah,
because
and I don't really mean
And-
that. at all.
yeah,
I
because this
know.
is what happens when you have an environment where
And
a
X.
person cannot live their truth.
Right.
Then they have to be hiding. That's where
Yeah.
the little comes from.
But then the point was brought up. So if you're a member of that community, right?
Mhm.
How can you wanting to be accepted so badly, then use
Man,
that
okay.
as a weapon, weaponizing that
Hold on. Somebody brought
to
that.
shame
Yeah.
to shame
That's a
them
good
into.
Check it.
So now you're using them you're using that to
Making it
shame
negative.
them. You're using it as a weapon to shame them, which is then it completely compromises your position of trying to be accepted as a whole.
That's so interesting you say that though, because I had that conversation at work, and the person brought up that same Charlemagne point, and I was like, well, look, black people do that too.
In what way? Please enlighten me.
Okay, you know how we always get mad at people like Sammy Sosa, Dominicans who say, I'm not black. You black? Your mama black? Your hair nappy?
Tiger.
You're from Africa. You just as black as me. So we try to shame with the black. Just leave them alone. But I understand what you're saying. But there is a source of societal shame for that sort of, especially in a
That
world in
stigma.
which Dwight Howard resides. It's a very macho world. He's an athlete.
Plus,
And he's
Dwight was a
African
very
American,
sheltered
Right.
child.
And he's a very large man.
Very large man.
Just
looks
a very
tall.
sheltered
Yeah.
child. He didn't do nothing in high
Can you
school.
imagine?
No, I cannot,
Oh,
nor do I
God.
want to. And no,
Big
no.
6'10" Joker, his ankles behind his ears and shit.
Oh my God.
Shut up.
You are listening to the Garage Apartment.
Yes.
Check us out every
Man.
Sunday night
Oh,
from
Jesus.
6 to 7.
Yeah.
Follow us on IG.
Hey, next fight cast,
Oh yeah.
January 19th, y'all.
Yeah.
January 19th. We're going to do
Broner Pacquiao.
Adrian
Broner
Broner
Pacquiao.
and Manny
That's what the
Pacquiao.
Check that
Filipinos
out,
do,
man.
y'all call him Pacquiao.
We're going to do
92
another
kills.
fight night show, similar to the one we had last night.
Yeah.
Those of you who hung out with us, we appreciate that.
Yes, man.
Yeah,
Thanks
I wish we
everybody on
recorded
IG Live, everybody on Facebook Live. We'll holler at y'all. Subscribe.
Make
See you
sure
next
you
Sunday.
subscribe.
Everything is the garage apartment.
Everything is the Garage Apartment. Everything at the Garage Apartment, the Garage Apartment. Subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Twitter.
Yeah.
Follow us on Facebook.
How does the game end 0-6? That Indianapolis has to win.
How do they have to win? I mean, this is what the Jaguars are supposed to have been doing.
Wow,
They're
look
trying
how
to catch
happy
us.
they are.
Yeah.
That's wait. So we haven't clinched the division yet. We're 9-3. They're 6-6.
9-3. They're 6-6.
How many games are left? 9-3. That's
Three.
4.
That's 4 games.
Oh, that's why we haven't clinched the division yet.
Mhm.
We got to win 2 more games.
Well, not according to
Well, if they win
Coach
tomorrow.
Jones over here. Coach Jones will have Jay.
Nothing, man.
That's right. If they
Coach
win
Jones
next
will
week,
have Deshaun Watson sitting down.
Exactly.
they win next week. They win next week. They
Down.
should clinch
Watch
the
it.
division.
Yeah. I'm happy.
Sizzle.
Yeah.
See sizzle.
I'm happy for the boys though.
For
So-
Texans.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm not a Texans fan.
Is this not fool's
I mean,
gold though?
What? Is
No.
it not?
This
Why?
is not fool's
Why?
gold.
No, I mean it's
Wait,
exciting.
because let's think about it.
It's in Fitzpatrick back there doing this.
No.
man.
Let's
It's
think about
exciting.
it. Who are they beating? In all actuality, they're beating bad.
They're beating the teams that are on the
teams.
schedule. That's all you
They're
can
playing their
This
first
is
place
true.
schedule from last year.
You beat who shows up, but are they
Tom Brady's
not
speed.
bad teams? You can't sit here and tell me because they're 9-3 beating bad teams that they are a true contender for a championship.
Well,
Is Dallas bad now?
I can't.
Dallas is getting better.
It's
Do I
better
think they're championship contenders? No.
look, it's better than them being 0-3 losing to the Giants.
Exactly.
This is true.
Losing
And I
to
was
bad
at
teams.
that game
Losing
in
to
person.
bad
I was
teams.
in person. I watched that debacle.
Yeah, it's better than
I
that.
watched them blitz absolutely no one, and they had Eli looking like all pro, Super Bowl MVP.
Right.
Eli Manning, I was like, this is not real. This can't not be. Y'all are really saying they're contenders?
Yeah. Look at
Who, the Texans?
Lamar Miller
Contenders
running
versus
for 100
pretenders,
yards
y'all
a
saying
game.
contenders.
Yeah, anything could happen.
Yeah.
Ahmad, you saying contender.
I'm saying definite contender.
DRC, you saying contender. Contender or pretender?
Contender.
Come on, pretender or contender?
I give them contention.
Yeah, the only thing that worries me about them is offensive line. That's the only thing.
As long as we do not
Out of your
go,
mind, who's better than them?
as long as we do not
In
go
the
to the
AFC. All they have
Patriots,
to do is go to
The
AFC.
Patriots.
as long as we
The
don't go
Patriots are
there,
going to come
yeah,
here.
we
Chiefs.
they can come here and it's a totally different game. The
Chiefs, I don't
Chiefs,
know.
we
The
just said.
The Chiefs are
Steelers.
more pretenders. than
Steelers
they
aren't
are.
better.
The Steelers are not
You
better.
don't think the Steelers are
All you
better?
gotta do is hit number 30 in the mouth. They are
Yeah,
done.
I don't think they're a better team. No,
What?
I think they are the Steelers, and then the Steelers.
What if the Steelers lose? Then what?
They do
If they
have
lose
Rodgers.
what?
Tonight.
If they lose tonight, that don't mean nothing.
Why don't? That means
How
that
does it
means
mean anything?
that means Baltimore's one game behind them.
That's fine.
Yeah.
With
the
Baltimore
quarterback
still
throwing
having
for
to play.
126
That's
yards.
Yeah, but he's rushing for 100 yards too.
We all know
Yeah,
the playoffs
but
is something
Yeah, but he's
completely
rushing for
different.
100 yards too.
And as I imagine we all are, being former Oilers fans, we definitely know.
Hey,
What does
dude,
that mean?
We all know that
We
the
done seen
playoffs.
first round buys.
You gotta
Yeah, I
get
know.
there, bro. You gotta get there.
Hey,
We can't think
we
about
all
We
it.
done
know-
seen 32-point leads.
And not think
Yeah,
about
That was
Joe
in
Montana
Buffalo.
goes
Though.
in.
That was in Buffalo. And look at this guy.
right,
well,
yeah.
no, what about the old school
Look,
Joe
look,
Montana?
look at this guy.
Who is this guy?
This Patrick Mahomes.
You do not need Hunt, bro.
Look at this
No,
guy.
you need Hunt because in the
No.
playoffs you have to run the ball.
Yeah,
Yeah,
playoffs
but
he's
you-
back in
yeah,
there.
you
You
have
have
to
to
like-
run the ball.
Y'all are acting like there won't be a running back there. There
There
will
won't
be an
be.
There'll be
effective
somebody.
running
But
back.
it won't be the same
Yeah, they could
threat.
put me back there, but I ain't Kareem Hunt.
He wasn't the
I'd be a running
main
back.
threat on the team.
He wasn't what?
He wasn't the main threat on the
He's the
team.
main running
He's
back.
a big threat on the team, though.
Yes, he's a big threat on the team. But he wasn't the main threat. You still have to deal with the main problem.
Yeah, but when one piece of that puzzle's missing, like Mahomes isn't going to have anybody to rely on just so you can come in and just hand the ball up to him. It's not going to be big plays throughout the playoffs.
Oh man, can
Who
we
was
turn
that
it up?
again?
Can we turn that up?
DR to get the.
So even if he gets signed, he has to do his time on the commissioner.
Yes, he's
Yeah,
not gonna
yeah.
play for a
He's
year
not
and a
gonna
half
play.
at least.
That's why, like,
That's the real reason they released him.
He's
Yeah,
gonna be
Because they're gonna be paying for somebody who can't play.
He's gonna be very,
they're
very
probably
well,
not going to
no.
be paying him.
They don't have to
He's
worry
got a
about it.
morals
It's
clause
not
in
gonna
that
hit the cap.
contract. There's a
No,
morals
I'm saying
clause
is
in
that why they released him so they don't have to pay for somebody who's not playing?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Why would they keep him on?
To retain his
Resign
rights.
again.
I don't know. 'Cause I thought when you're on the commissioners list though,
You
it's
still
for
get
the
paid.
league,
Actually,
so,
you
but
are.
it
You
doesn't
both
hit their
still-
cap
right.
though. It's
How?
not from the team. It's not the team's cap hit, so why
Because you're not
pay?
cut off the team, so you still get paid. You're not cut off the team. You just cannot play, so they still have to pay you.
You can't come
Because
to
you're
the
still under
facility.
contract.
I think it depends on whatever.
You can't come to the facility. You can't even converse with the team.
Yeah, I mean, but there's a morals clause in your contract, so, you know.
The NFL has a morals clause in the
Yeah,
contract?
everybody's contract has a
Or
morals
teams
clause.
have individual
Teams
moral
have
clauses?
morals clauses.
Oh.
You can't go out and embarrass us, and I know domestic violence has to be in there. Okay, if you get caught kicking a white woman,
Yeah, that's where it messed up.
Is that what it's about?
Yes, you can't do that.
you get caught putting
I
hands,
Can't
don't
do that
know,
to
man,
Snowflake,
because
man.
you get caught
remember
putting hands and feet on a woman.
how many times was Ben Roethlisberger charged with, well, not charged.
What has been Ben Roethlisberger?
Yeah, I know.
accused of.
What is Ben Roethlisberger?
What you trying to say, Radio Raheem?
Hey,
What you trying to say? You know what I mean.
Well,
Say
no, you
what I
know what?
said.
The Roethlisberger, that happened before the Me Too time. So
This is true.
Roethlisberger dodged a hell of a bullet.
Man.
And that happened before all of that other stuff.
Yeah.
The
The Ray Rice
commissioner,
yeah.
just the lockout, the everything.
Yeah, Ben got all that
He got lucky.
GHB out of his system.
Yeah, he got lucky.
I mean, I remember Janikowski got caught with GHB. I don't know what he was going to do with it. Yeah, okay. So man, that hour, I told you that hour was going to go fast.
Hey,
no, I would
hey,
go fast,
hey,
y'all.
We got so much more to talk about.
If we get enough people,
Hey,
listening,
hit
man,
us up
we
on
can
Twitter.
expand.
Let us know what y'all's sports concerns are.
Yeah, please. If you want some topics for the show, hit us up Instagram.
You know, hey, we don't care
Twitter.
if they could be local, they could be national, they could be regional.
Yeah.
It's whatever.
Yeah.
We'll indulge in some Louisiana football.
Louisiana, is that the same thing as Louisiana?
Yeah, stop it, boy. Like, hey,
Mama, I'm trying, Mama, I swear.
Amari Jones went to this funky militant went to Jack Yates High School.
Ho,
at TSU.
wait, whoa. wait a minute.
You should have
He
seen.
just used that as a pejorative.
You will not
You should have seen his paper.
disrespect the world renowned.
You should have seen his English paper.
The one in, yeah, that's right. You sure should have seen mine. You know what it said? Outstanding job, young
Yeah.
sir.
Says the guy that went to Machine Gun High School.
No, I'm talking about. No, I'm talking about. Crazy little children.
Hey,
Forgive me, Lord.
hey.
I know that's intention. So.
You know, that's right. Y'all will not be disrespectful and dismissive on this.
I'm not. I'm just saying. Like that's somebody throwing some stones.
Y'all will.
Lamar just said, "Don't diss the yard." You gonna have trouble next time you see Lamar.
That's why I'm gonna sing you to death. They gonna sing you down
It's
to
in
the
all
ground.
caps, with 3 exclamation points.
Tell him,
Can't keep it on
JY.
playback.
Tell him, Lamar.
So,
Tell him.
So I never.
This guy here.
Yeah.
Class of '97. So that's an even. Oh, that's y'all the same age.
Yeah.
Y'all almost the same height. I think we're the Saints in that thing, y'all.
That class of '97.
That could be our first event.
Ding, ding,
Our first
ding.
live
Put them
event.
up.
Hey, 9-7 is the year I was.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Whoa. Please, let us in, sir. You were what?
I was what, All-American at Jack.
This is true.
Yeah.
This is true.
But what school did you attend?
Hey,
Hey.
I attended the school that had the mighty state team of the Wheatley Wildcats.
This is true. And Walter Browns. And Madison Marlins. And
Multiple
was
champions.
this
I
campus called?
went to multi-student high.
Why you
Multiple
talking about
champions.
games? What was this campus called?
they called the JY Reject. That's what they was called.
And how did you wind up there?
Hey, being crazy in high school.
Hey, you
Young
will
and
not.
dumb.
I
Young
gotta
and dumb in high
stop.
school.
You will not disrespect my brother.
I'm not
in this
disrespecting
matter.
him.
You will not act
Oh,
that way.
Hey,
as if
all
he
we
was
got
not.
to say is 1979 with him.
Whoa.
That was the last time Bel Air beat Lamar.
Oh,
That is so long ago. That can't be right.
I was like 1979.
Oh,
What does that
it's
mean?
true.
Yeah,
As Keith Jones.
I know. He was there, right?
He was-
Keith was like a freshman.
Exactly.
Shout out to Keith.
That's what's so crazy about
As
it.
Keith
How
Jones.
did they not have one quarterback come through there in that time?
I don't think that. I honestly don't think
That
God
could
wants
beat
us to win
Lamar.
that
Cause
game.
they was playing baseball. Wasn't Chuck Knobloch there playing baseball then?
Chuck Knobloch, no, that was after the Ray Knobloch was coaching. That was way. It's been that long. Ray Knobloch was coaching when last time we beat him.
Oh,
So
man.
yeah, what was that? Was it Gerald Forbes was in office?
Yeah.
Lord.
It's all kind of sadness. But I'm just convinced God doesn't want us to win that game. Anyway, we can
Man,
talk about
it
the high
was
school
great.
sports
It
later.
was great. First
Appreciate
show.
you joining
Congratulations,
in.
fellas. We just popped it. This
Oh,
first show.
we just popped.
We
What?
just popped it.
Okay.
We just popped it.
Please
It's our
join
first
us
We
next
popped
week.
it.
Corks, man.
Oh, there we go.
God.
There we go.
God,
I
man,
was like,
quit
where?
baiting me, yo.
I'm not baiting
Hey,
you.
tune in every
I am
Sunday.
holding you to a standard, young sir.
Tune in every Sunday, 6
That's
o'clock.
Sounded you was
6
about
to
drop
7
the
every
shirt.
Sunday. 92kales.com. We out of here, y'all. We out.
Wait.
Uh-oh, we back. We back.
Oh, wait. Wait. Because we can't end that on that, man. We can't end that on this.
This dude here.
My bad, I'm sorry. Okay. But no, like you were saying, y'all, this is the Garage Apartment, man. We're here every Sunday from 6 to 7. Be sure to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Subscribe on YouTube
man.
at the Garage Apartment. It's been real. Holler at us. We make sure we get the phone lines up so
Stay
y'all can
blessed.
really
Stay prayed up.
absolutely. Y'all be
Be
safe.
good,
Y'all have a
man.
wonderful week, man. Holler at us. Man, cut the mics off.
All right.
Lights are up.
One show down.
And we had.
52 to go.
Oh,
Look. We had
I'm
what?
just stopping all the streams. So we were on Facebook. as
Yeah,
well
my
as,
wife sent me a picture.
Yeah, we had
on Facebook, Instagram.
And we're on YouTube. All right, guys. That wasn't bad at all, was it?
Man, no.
What's bad? Huh.
That was much better show. That was much better show.
You know what, honestly, on nights like this, on night, because it's going to be every night nobody's coming